Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, I wasn't going to do another article, or excuse me, another reading about Elon Musk so soon, but I came across this article in the New York Post that just came out today. So bizarre, the timing of things. So just the next day, just today, October 29th, 2024, it goes into more about Elon Musk and his relationship with Grimes and other women. And I had seen in the last reading I did with the relationship of Elon Musk with Grimes, I kept getting the Seven of Swords. And so I saw trickery, deceptions going on between them. And I assumed it was like legal documents or settlements with the custody of the children. But after reading this article, I realized, oh, there's a lot more sneakiness apparently that Musk was doing. And it's very difficult to find out anything because Musk and the women, he's very secretive. Everything's non-disclosure agreements. Even buying houses, he makes them sign a non-disclosure agreement. It's very secretive about everything, but there's no denying he does have 12 children. And now they say dad of 11 here, but I think I read in other articles, they say there's 12. So anyways, it says dad of 11, Elon Musk buys 35 million secret luxury compound for his children and two of their moms. It says Elon Musk reportedly wants to build a secret family compound, of course, secret, for the two of the three mothers of his 11 children, even though just one has so far agreed to move in. So just one has moved in. So we can't even be sure about the number of children he has. Some say 12, some say 11. Anyways, I'm going to go with 11 because that's what this article says. It says the Tesla CEO has reportedly purchased two large homes in a leafy part of Austin, Texas, within walking distance of each other, paying $35 million for two properties, including a 14,400 square foot mansion resembling a Tuscan villa and a 6-bedroom home directly behind it, according to the New York Times. Musk has also purchased a third home that's a short walk from the other two, the newspaper reported. So here's a picture of Elon Musk, the father of three children, with Neuralink executive Shivon Zilis. The billionaire was so keen on maintaining secrecy that he made the sellers of the properties sign non-disclosure agreements before he submitted an offer, added according to the Times. Musk was also willing to pay top dollar up to 70% more than what the homes would have sold for on the market, it was reported. The Tesla boss also spoke publicly about the need for people to have more children in order to stave off the population decline. According to the Times, he even went so far as to offer his sperm to friends and acquaintances, including Nicole Shanahan, the ex-wife of Google co-founder Sergey Brin. Shanahan, who has vehemently denied reports that she had an affair with Musk, turned down the mogul's offer of his sperm, according to the Times. And here's a picture of Musk with Canadian pop star Grimes, who I did a reading on yesterday. It says, so far, Shivon Zilis, the Neuralink executive and mother of three of his children, who was inseminated with Musk's sperm via in vitro fertilization, has moved into the compound, according to the Times. Grimes, the Canadian pop star whose legal name is Claire Boucher, is mother to three of Musk's children. The two are in a custody dispute over their children. Justine Musk, Musk's first wife, is mother to five of his kids. Neither Grimes or Justin Musk were living in the compound, so neither of them were there. So it's only one of the mothers living there. That's this Shivon Zilis here. In the summer of 2023, Musk had been living with Grimes in the 6,900 square foot home in Austin. At around that time, they welcomed their third child, a son, via surrogate. Okay, so they have three children. One Grimes gave birth to, but the next two were surrogates. According to the Times, Musk wanted to buy the property next door so that he could create a private compound that would house more of his kids. But Grimes left the home a short time later. The Canadian singer was reportedly upset over Musk's relationship with Zilis. In 2021, Musk donated his sperm to Zilis without Grimes's knowledge. Right around the same time, the mogul and his pop star girlfriend were expecting a second child that was carried by a surrogate, according to the Times. So there you see the secretiveness, the sneakiness, Seven of Swords there. So he did not tell Grimes he was giving his sperm to someone else. And this is Musk with his first wife, Justine Musk. Doesn't say the year, but it was many years ago. So Zilis gave birth to twins in late 2021, just weeks before Grimes' daughter was born, according to the biography of Musk written by author Walter Isaacson. Grimes learned that Musk had fathered Zilis' children a month after the Zilis twins were born. Wow, so she didn't know the entire time. Only after they were born she found out. So, I mean, he's keeping secrets from Grimes. I mean, he's so secretive. He's keeping secrets from each woman. And he thinks the women are going to live happily ever after in the same compound with the kids. Oh, my goodness. Wow. The singer Grimes was further alienated by the fact that Musk gave one of the girls, this is bad. Musk gave one of the girls birthed by Zilis the name Valkyrie, which was reportedly the name that the mogul and Grimes picked out for their daughter, according to the Times. Zilis ended up changing her daughter's name while Grimes chose a different name for her child. Quote, "A girl cursed with my daughter's name will now carry her mother's shame," Grimes wrote in a now deleted tweet. Wow. Musk is seen with one of his children he fathered with Grimes there. At the time of the children's births, both Grimes and Zilis were living in Austin and co-parenting with Musk. But Grimes moved out of the city in the summer of 2023 after filing legal action against Musk seeking custody of their children. Despite Grimes' departure, Musk continued to amass properties that were next to each other in the hopes of fulfilling his vision of a compound where his 11 children could cohabitate. Justine Musk first met Elon Musk when they were a college student at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. So this is Musk with his first wife, Justine, there in 2011 with two of his children. Oh, no, this is his then wife, Talua Riley. Riley did not have children with Musk. Okay, so here's with two of his children with Riley that he did not have children with. Okay. Ooh, I can't keep track of all of them. So they wed in January 2000 after relocating to San Francisco Bay Area, where Elon Musk made the first millions after selling the startup Zip2. The couple welcomed their first son, Nevada Alexander Musk, in 2002, but lost him to sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS, at 10 weeks old. The couple went on to have a set of twins, Griffin and Xavier Musk. In 2004, a set of triplets, Kai Saxon and Damien Musk. In 2006, a total of 5 children. He named one of his children Damien. Are you serious? Okay, one of the children, Vivian, 20, was born a biological male, and she later transitioned to female. Vivian is estranged from her father, who says she is dead after being killed by who he says. They confuse this quote here. They say she says, but I think they mean Musk says that she is dead after being killed by the woke mind virus. Elon Musk, Grimes, Justine Musk, and Zilis were unavailable to comment. So I'm getting confused just reading this article, but Musk has a lot of babies, a lot of women. And who knows? He's donating, he's offering his sperm to women all over the place. It seems maybe not all over the place, but multiple women here. And he did do some sneaky things behind Grimes' back there. Grimes didn't even know he was expecting babies with this Shivon Zilis. I mean, that's quite a secret to keep from the mother of three of your children. Yeah, I could see why. Yeah, that's pretty shocking there. Um, so I want to look at his relationship with Siobhan Tillis, who now he has children with, but allegedly they didn't have any relations. It was just by in vitro fertilization and whatnot. But still, they do have a relationship. She's living in the compound there. No one else is living there. I mean, it looks like Musk just wants this harem. And it kind of, the first thing that flashed through my mind was like, you know, Keith Raniere of Nexium, he had like a compound in upstate New York, and he had lots of women in his group, his DOS group. He wasn't having babies with all of them, though. Actually, he made them all get abortions. He did end up having one child with one woman, but she ran for her life. But anyhow, uh, then I also thought of Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I mean? He had a ranch, I think it was in Nevada, where he wanted to impregnate all these women and have all these babies, and who knows what he was going to do. He had all kinds of wild dreams like this, but this is really, yeah, this is probably New World Order stuff. I don't know. It's creepy. I don't know. My opinion. Like he's starting like a harem, like in the Middle East, and having all these, and he's building a compound there. I mean, it's like he's starting a religion there. I mean, that's why I thought of a cult leader. I mean, this is what a cult leader does. They get, they just start building families there, just get bigger and bigger, and yeah, I don't know. It's very, very bizarre. But he's adamant to have as many children as possible. So let's look at. I don't know. I don't know anything about this Siobhan Tillis except that she works at Neuralink with. She's an executive there, so obviously a very intelligent, accomplished woman, and that seems to be the type that Elon Musk wants to have children with. Now, of course, Elon Musk also dated Amber Heard, so I mean, I guess if they're good looking, or if they're exceptionally good looking, or if they're exceptionally talented and intelligent, he wants to have babies with them, and he's actually building a compound. Wow, wow, just wow. Oh my goodness, very complex, and he's very secretive. He's so secretive. He kept a woman having his babies. He kept that secret from his she was not his wife, I don't believe, but his significant partner there, mother of three of his children. Wow. Yeah. So no wonder I kept getting the Seven of Swords in the last reading. When I saw that, I thought, oh my gosh, I was seeing that. I was seeing that she didn't want any more sneaky surprises like that. So let's see. But Siobhan seems to be all on board with this and accepting the situation as it is because she wasn't fooled by anything yet, anyways. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what Siobhan's attitude towards her relationship with Elon Musk, and then we'll look at Elon Musk and Siobhan. It seems like Elon is closer, I would guess, to Grimes because they have a relationship first, and had Grimes gave birth to one of the first child at least. They're using a lot of surrogates, I notice. Um, which is the wave of the future apparently, especially with socialists who want babies to be all born by surrogates and not by you know they consider it unpaid labor or something. I don't know. It's just a lot of surrogate action going on here. That's all I'm saying. A lot of surrogates all over. People using surrogates. So let's see this Siobhan. What's her relationship with Elon Musk? Let's see this. That's quite shocking for Grimes. I can imagine Grimes is pretty ticked off by finding that surprise out. I imagine Siobhan Tillis is probably not, you know, this seems more like a business arrangement, just sort of a, you know, just like, okay, I got kids in a nice house and just, working. but not exactly a love story or anything. Doesn't seem far from it, actually. Yikes! I can't imagine this being successful, working out successfully. I mean, you can imagine these things and think, oh, it could work out. Maybe it could be a no, no, not in real life. No, it doesn't happen. Human nature doesn't change. No. But you've got Elon Musk here with Neuralink. I mean, he could just implant something in their brains and make them okay with it, right? Oh my God. That's scary. That's scary the way they're going. The World Economic Forum and all this stuff they talk about controlling people's minds and reading their minds and capturing their dreams, all this other nonsense. I mean, I don't even want to imagine. It's scary to me. Ooh, it's scary. It's scary what's going on in the minds and who's controlling the minds. Yikes. Guys, I think I shuffled enough. Let's take a look at this. How is the relationship for Shivon Tillis with Elon Musk? How's it going at this point in time? And for entertainment purposes only, just for entertainment, all allegedly. How's it going? Let's see what the cards show. All right. So general attitude. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. Stability, a new home. Knight of Pentacles. She's all excited about this. I think she's loving it. I think she's very much an active participant in this and feels that, this is what she wants. Finally getting the stability and everything that she could need for her and her children. So she's really very content there, but she's also kind of a warrior. I mean, this looks like somebody, you don't become an executive in a place like Neuralink unless you're kind of aggressive and energetic like a knight would be. But this is also a knight that's sort of calmer and more mature and stable and practical. And crossing a Six of Swords, so it's kind of a foreign card. I mean, Elon Musk is from South America, right? So, excuse me, South Africa. South Africa. I don't know where, like I said, I don't know anything about Shivon Tillis, but if she's American, even if she's American, he would be a foreigner to her. And I think that she, likes traveling with him to foreign places. And perhaps the fact that, she's um, going places with him in general and that they're foreign to each other. So I think that maybe she's learning a lot from him just in general, being in a relationship with someone from a different country. I guess Seven of Wands reversed. Interesting. So I sort of see that this relationship may not have been her first choice, but maybe she felt like she was getting older and it was like now or never. And I think that, she just she just decided, made a practical decision. Well, this is the best relationship I'm going to get right now, and I don't want to wait too long. You can't wait too long to have children, right? You've got to be in a younger age to have the energy and the enthusiasm. Even if it's a child by surrogate, you're still going to be need a lot of energy and functioning and a lack of sleep. And yeah, I don't know how they get help. I can't imagine Elon has time to be hands on all the time with all these children. They're gonna have to have other help, but still, you do want to be younger and able to handle everything basically on your own. I mean, I would imagine she's had to do most everything on her own as far as taking care of herself and having the children. But I get like coins and swords, so I get this relationship as one of contracts and agreements and um but a stable situation here from a practical, not romantic or anything viewpoint. The basis of the relationship. Ooh, I do get the King of Cups. So I do get that she does fancy him and consider him like her knight in shining armor here, basically. I mean, it's not a knight, it's a king, but he is, Elon Musk, I believe, is a Cancer, which is a water sign. So this would be him, and I do think that she is um yeah, she really does that kind of look like Elon Musk too. I don't know. What do you think, with long hair maybe? I don't know. Look at the dark hair. But anyways, this is Elon Musk card, King of Cups. So I think that this was his idea, this relationship, the situation, this co-parenting, if you will. So I do think that he proposed this, and she thought about it and decided to accept it and go along with the situation and accept, the situation as it is, not expecting to be the only one or be, have um, a traditional marriage or anything. So what from the past is affecting her relationship with Elon? Oh, and I got 10 of Cups reversed. So a lot of sadness in the community, a lot of disappointment. And also, I mean, of course, this is in 2021 when she had these children. And that was in the midst of the COVID, and of course, the COVID injections and whatnot. And I think that there was just the world being turned upside down in general, and a lot of sadness and suffering and craziness going on. And I think that this was a major push for her into accepting Elon's proposal of, I can donate my sperm and you could use in vitro, and I'll give you a place to stay nearby in Austin. And I guess at the time, because of so much sadness and feeling like maybe the world is gone turned upside down, she just decided, you know what, F it. I'll take the house in Austin, or the mansion in Austin. It's not even a house, like a mansion he's buying here for them. It was a pretty sweet deal. I mean, if you think about it, in many ways. You can think about it. He wants all these babies running around, just a compound full of them. I think that's his, his fantasy. It's his dream. He's gonna have this whole, community of just his children, and a la, Epstein. I gotta say, that's exactly what he wanted as well as and others. So anyhow, what are her expectations, Shiva? So again, Cups and Cups. So emotions played into this in general, in the situation, of course. Cups are also life force, and uh, Musk, because of certain interventions, um, there is a decline in population growth, which I'm not allowed to talk about here in this channel. But Musk is saying we got to have more children. Let's do it. So he's coming from kind of a practical viewpoint, but of course he wants his children, his sperm, right? But anyways, what are her expectations, Shivon? What do we get here? Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's not expecting this to last. She's like, we'll do this for as long as it works, but it's probably going to end pretty abruptly. Probably have to, you know, she knows it's not not a match made in heaven, and it's not an ideal love story here, but she's not expecting it to be this long term growing old together kind of thing. So I don't think it was a romantic thing at all. I think it's more practical based. So I am getting that. She knows it's going to end sooner or later. She's going to move on. He's going to move on, whatever. So this is just temporary, of course, I mean, until the children are a certain age. So let's see, what are her concerns? What's she worried about or not want? I got Temperance. Temperance. So Temperance is usually a pretty good card, but it's also a card of just being too involved and too, I mean, she already works at Neuralink. I mean, doesn't he own Neuralink? So it's like she's working with him, she's having children with him, she's moving in next door. It's like they're so involved and inseparable. And I think that she doesn't really want to lose herself in the situation and be totally because she's such an accomplished, intelligent person. Obviously, she's going to want to make her own mark in the world and have her own accomplishments and not always be seen as just one of Elon Musk's mothers, but that's pretty much the reputation they're gaining now, because I think that this is going to get a lot more attention. I think the fact that this unusual arrangement that he's, has here, I mean, buying a compound and being very secretive is only going to get more people more interested in it. So interesting. And it's not, you remember the Octomom, that woman who had like 8 babies at once, and everybody said how crazy she was. She was a cancer too. Cancers like to have lots of babies. I just gotta tell you, she's been doing a great job taking care of those kids too. By the way, they're all older now, and she's, everything's gone well for her. So she had like 10 kids in one sitting. Oh my goodness. Anyways, what is Siobhan Tillis hoping for in this relationship? Three of Wands reversed. So I don't get that she has much hope of a future or long term goals with this. It's just sort of taking it as it comes and seeing how it goes. And, until something better comes along, better situation or whatnot, it is what it is. And, she knows that, again, that it's not, you know, uh, perhaps what she had imagined she would end up doing and have the way she would have a family, but this is what she's thought about and accepted. So, how does Grimes affect her relationship with Elon Musk? And I get, ooh, my major arcana chariot reversed. Yeah. Yeah. Grimes is like she's not the first wife because his first wife, I believe, is a Justine or whatever her name was. But Grimes is a very powerful person and public figure in her own rights. And yeah, so she's been kind of destructive to the relationship of Musk with, Shivon here. But because of obviously because she wasn't told that Shivon was having Musk's children. So yeah, it's been pretty destructive there. I think she's a major factor in this relationship, which is why probably Siobhan's like, well, this isn't going to last, because I think Musk probably loves Grimes much more, and but at the same time, he also wants to have as many children as possible. So it's like he's, he snuck around behind her back, and so now I see that Grimes is, you know, it's a very destructive influence, obviously, on her and Musk's relationship, and so it's it probably will end up ending it, depending on whether Grimes decides to stay around. Now, Grimes has started dating somebody else recently, but that doesn't mean anything. She come back again, but it does look like she was very destructive influence and is a destructive influence on Siobhan Tillis, and because she was there first, obviously, and so she's uh, going to be a major destructive influence on the relationship of Siobhan with Elon Musk. So what's going to happen in the near future? Does it look like? Ooh, we got Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is like the story coming out. This is um, taking away the peace and harmony and solitude. Upright, would be calm, things going well, not much uproar. But this article in the New York Times coming out, and especially Elon being aligned with Trump in the election. So now this story is really blowing up, and of course, a lot of people are going to criticize this arrangement. Like, what you're doing? What? Because I mean, Elon Musk is aligned with Trump, which is very conservative, traditional values, and this is not something that would align with the Trump party general ethos, if you will. So I see that her, you know, bit, her privacy and peace and harmony is going to be disrupted from this, and she's got to be dealing with criticisms as well as Elon Musk. I mean, swords, swords, swords. Sort of like a lot of criticisms, a lot of talk, a lot of judgment, a lot of people on talk shows talking about it. Tarot readers, everybody talking about it because this is blowing up in the news. It just came out today, and it really is kind of like a what. It's one of those crazy situations. You're like, oh, they're doing what? Who? Where? It's could really blow up to be a bigger story, especially over time when you have children growing up. Yeah, it's pretty scandalous, if you will. So in the long term, how will it go? The relationship? Wah wah. Ooh, it's going to get nastier here with the Five of Swords. And I wouldn't doubt it's going to be a large part because the major arcana here, Grimes being very unhappy. I don't think the wives are going to get along so well there, Elon. I think it's going to get kind of nasty with the Five of Swords reversed here. I can see that as an excess of, or just, nonstop. Yeah, I see it as an excess of. But also, kind of covert and secretive. When I see it reversed, it could be because, of course, Five of Swords, a lot of trickery, a lot of deceit, a lot of going back and forth, fight, uh, making snide remarks to each other, and I mean, because it's going to translate into the children, right? You've got women are going to fight over a man, and then you're going to have the children. They're going to be competing with each other with the children, and if this child gets a new toy, then all the other children go, why didn't they get the same toy? Why didn't Elon give them all the same thing? So you've got that whole dynamic of fairness, and that's why I'm getting the Five of Swords reversed, because this whole situation that he's setting up is really asking for a lot of headaches, in my opinion. And it's going to be a lot of, how much are they getting, and how much is this one? Well, this one needs to get the same amount, and yeah, it's going to get nasty. It's going to get nastier and nastier in time. And Shivon, like I said, is an executive, very accomplished. She's not going to sit back and let anyone walk over her. So, and neither is Grimes, because she's been wronged for sure. This would make a great movie. Well, this would be a great series of movies on Netflix. Because I'm confused just reading about it, but they play it out in a movie so you can understand what's really going on. But this is crazy. I'm sorry, but this is really wild. It's wild. I shouldn't say crazy, but it's wild. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. But this is Shivon, though, is not going to have an easy time with this relationship. I'll tell you that right now. I'm getting a lot of swords. There's a lot of, and of course, with the way it's so secretive, right? So that's going to make it even more. That's why I'm getting all these swords reversed. Well, these two swords are reversed. At any rate, it's going to be a lot behind the scenes, everybody tied down with, non-disclosure agreements, being all secretive about every little thing. And, it's going to get really nasty. I think this whole scenario, I think Elon may end up running for his life away from this compound. This compound's going to turn into a prison real fast. It's going to turn into a disaster, in my opinion. I don't know. Let's see. But I want to look at Elon's relationship with Shivon. Like I said, it doesn't really. Again, I'm not getting the cops cards. I'm getting here are in the past, and going into the future, I'm getting swords and swords, and not really much hope. No hope here. More negativity and fears here. So it does look like it's not going to be easy for Shivon in dating and being involved. I shouldn't say dating, but this arrangement that she has with Elon Musk. I don't think it's going to go well. I think it's going to get more and more of a headache, and more people talking about it, more people criticizing, saying, "What are you doing?" So especially as Elon gets more involved in politics, it's going to get even nastier, and more people, criticizing. So it's not going to get easy. This is going to be a difficult relationship from beginning to end. For her. And it's, not entirely her fault. I mean, Elon didn't, level with his other partners. If you're in a situation like this, you're going to have to be leveling, but it's otherwise going to get really nasty and ugly anyways. And it looks like it is going to be, especially with Shivon. So let's look at Elon Musk and his relationship. Now, I say relationship, even though it doesn't seem like they really, it looks like they're co-parenting, but it doesn't look like they really had a relationship. I think that basically, like I said, Elon seems to be just offering his sperm to various women. So if you want to call that a relationship, I mean, more like a donation situation, but he does want the children around him. He does want to see the children and raise them around him, but I don't think it's going to work with the women myself, but see what happens there. But let's look at Shivon's relationship from Elon Musk perspective. I don't think there was ever like a romantic relationship here at all. But I mean, time goes on. You could grow to become close, but I don't see that happening from Shivon's perspective. Let's see. What's Elon Musk's experience of his relationship? But he did buy her a house in his compound there, and he must be happy, thrilled that they have 3 children together, right? Like 3 children now. So even though they're by surrogates, wild whole situation. You would never, I don't know, I would never have imagined someone doing this, but I guess it's not that out of the ordinary, at least as far as other areas of the world. I guess it's more. He named one of his children Damien. Like seriously, right out of the movie. What was that movie called again? The Exorcist, I think it was from, or no, it was another one. I can't remember now. Anyways, it's a horror movie. Satanic is in the movie. He was the son of the devil, something like a. That would make Musk the devil. They would be saying, that's his name. But anyways, what is Musk's attitude relationship with Shivon Zilis? Shivon doesn't seem to think this relationship will last. It doesn't look like with the Ace of Swords. Wow. Looks like she expects it to go very badly. In fact, I think she expects somebody to not make it. Wow. That is enough shuffling. Let's see here. How's the relationship with Elon Musk? Again, entertainment purposes only. How's his relationship with Siobhan Tillis? How is his relationship? Let's see what the cards show. All right, so general attitude here. Oh my. I get the Six of Wands reversed. So Six of Wands, is the hero there, riding high there. But I get it reversed, so I kind of get like I see this as like secretively or just, he's accomplished something here. The Six of Wands is like, yes, I did it. I'm great. I'm starting my own harem. So, but he's doing it quietly and secretively. So I kind of get reversed. So he was very happy, obviously, that she decided to do this with him, have children with him. And they do work Three of Coins. They're experts. They work in, she's an executive at Neuralink. So he respects that she's an expert and works very well with him. And they have a good business arrangement and both smart and well off. So looks like again a fire coins, this happy with this business arrangement, happy that she is working with him on this project. In the base of it all, I have the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which is number 10 at Major Arcana. So it's been kind of disastrous, I think, in many ways. Very unexpected surprises, not going as expected. I think that it was sort of a last minute suggestion and possibly or something, and maybe he didn't expect her to do it, but she did. It seems like there's a lot of things going on with this relationship that he doesn't know what to expect, and things don't turn out as he expects. And maybe this, yeah, just everything's been kind of topsy turvy there. I think since he started this arrangement with her. Well, I just didn't look at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck, I got Three of Wands upright. So he does have ideas of expansion and more creativity and more land to buy and continuing this project, expanding expanding his compound there. So I do see that, she accepted his vision of what he wanted to do and was supportive of it, it seems. So he liked that and appreciated that. It appreciates her with her vision. She's an executive. She had the same kind of vision as he has. She understands his way of thinking to a certain extent. So they work. That's why they work well together, and also being supportive with this. So what from the past is affecting him? Oh, I get the Page of Swords. These beautiful cards, Joe Marchetti. So Page of Swords. So again, this is discussions, and just being, approaching this in a very against swords, very political, logical, intelligent, knowing that they would have intelligent children, because Page's children, but also this arrangement, one of that was discussed and agreed upon, and again, but not romantic, just very to the point, everything in the contract, and but agreed upon and um, well thought out and discussed. So again, it's very logical, rational type of arrangement here. Again, no Don't see any love going on here. I'll tell you what, I don't get any cups. What is he expecting of this relationship with Shivon Tillis? His expectations? Oh my. My oh my. I'm getting the high priestess reversed. Wow. So he is expecting that the unexpected here. I get that she, I don't know what she does at Neuralink. I know she's an executive there, and I know that Neuralink is all about messing with people's minds and they're unconscious and this and the other. And so the high priestess is the card of the unconscious and of subliminal and possibly and other sort of ideas with the mind, the unconscious mind. And I do get that. It can also be about forces, supernatural forces and things like that being part of a alternate religion, not a mainstream one at least. So I don't know if that's a factor in it, but I do get that he expects that this relationship is going to be weird. That she may mess with his mind as much as he may be thinking of messing with her mind. Like I was joking about earlier, the only way Elon could get this kind of situation with a compound with a harem of women is he would have to put Neuralink in all their minds to turn them to automatons and or like Stepford wives. That's the only way this kind of situation. Maybe he's thinking about it with her. I don't know. Maybe he's discussed it with this Shivon Tillis. Like, I don't know. Let's make a Neuralink project and we'll put it in all the other women's minds. I don't know. It's craziness going on here. Things get a little bit cray cray, and maybe there's a lot of unspoken, unconscious activities that they're in, and what they're doing, and how they influence each other. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of like unspoken, secretive, kind of weird things in the way he expects it to go. I think that he's doesn't know. Again, he never knows what to expect from her. I kind of get. I think she keeps him on his toes, and I think maybe he thinks sometimes she's kind of weird, or they just are weird together. And this whole situation's kind of weird, actually. So yeah, we've got the rest of the cards here. Very weird relationship for sure. So what does Elon not want or worry about with this relationship? Three of Cups. Oh my. I mean, this would normally be a positive card of just celebrating, enjoying, and having a good time. Um, but I don't think he really wants her to get close to his other wives. I don't think he would want that. I would think the fact that he'd want them all living together. I think he wants them living in the same area so the children are together. But I don't think he really wants the wives getting together because then they would all just gang up on him, and he doesn't want that. So I'm kind of getting he doesn't want her getting too close to the other one. Maybe that's why he didn't tell Grimes about it, because he didn't want them to meet and start talking and comparing notes and about him and everything. Not that, but he's not really in a relationship with this woman, the Shivon one. Anyways, they just had children together, but they're gonna have some sort of relationship. But he doesn't want the women getting together and talking about him. I'll tell you that. But so he doesn't want too much um, colluding there. So let's see, what's he hoping for this relationship? Oh my goodness. And I get the star reversed. So the star, of course, is about hope and long term plans. And I don't see that he has any with her. So it looks like he doesn't have any long term hopes or plans with her. He doesn't have any expectations. This was just, an arrangement, a business arrangement, which, we get right from the very beginning. This was just like, okay, here's my sperm, there's your eggs. Okay, we made the transaction. I'll help you raise the kids, the children, but that's it, So he has no long-term goals with her after this. There's nothing else more to it. It's just boom. It's factories pump out the puppies, and there we go. How's Grimes affecting Elon Musk with this relationship he has with Shivon Tillis? And I get the 8 of Wands reversed. So yeah, so she's obviously coming at him in a negative and halting manner. The 8 of Wands is like everything stops. That relationship has, I think, been put on pause. At least it did when she found out about the situation. And she has threatened to publish a book, which would be covered sort of in the 8 of Wands going out. So now he's dealing with that. But I kind of saw my last reading. I don't think she'll end up doing that. I could be wrong, of course, but I think that, at the very least, she's has not happy and not a positive influence on this relationship. And I see from Shivon Tillis's perspective, with the major arcana chariot reverse, she just wants to end this relationship, get gone. So yeah, so I do think that it has put a pause, at least for now, or at least for a while, on Musk, at least for now, because I think Grimes is dating someone else. So it has put a stop to that, at least for the time being. So what's going to happen next? What's going to, and there's a threat a lot coming out publicly, right, with the book and whatnot. I mean, she doesn't have to do the book. She could do something else, interviews or whatnot. She does do a lot of interviews as well, all the time. So that threat is always there. And Eight of Wands kind of shows that, like, because Elon is so secretive, it's a nightmare for him, for someone as public and who likes to do interviews and whatnot, would be to him in this situation. I think that would be devastating to him because he is so secretive. So what's going to happen? How's it going to go for Elon Musk in the near future? Oh, and I get the Temperance. Isn't that interesting? Because I got the Temperance here, and I saw from Shivon, Temperance is what she does not want. And that's what Elon Musk seems to want in the near future. And again, now the Temperance can be about, again, being working more intensely together, being, posing or being portrayed, at least in the media. She may be the main partner that you see him with. But it's really working very, very closely, inseparable together, more and more. And that would mean Elon being like on top of everything and into everything, and sort of being, mixing, blending together as a Temperance and creating something new. So I do get that he wants to, at least for now, he wants to do her and him to do more together, perhaps for PR, possibly, or just other things. And I get from her, she doesn't really want to do that much with him directly. It's like, I don't want to, because we're not in a marriage here. We're not in a relationship. It's just the children, but it doesn't look like that's what he wants. He wants to be more involved in what she's doing with the children, and, on top of everything. So she doesn't really like that. That's the way it's going to be in the near future. For the near future, at least, he is going to be on top of everything. Like, he might have cameras everywhere and constantly be monitoring the kids, and it looks like that would be kind of a major headache for her. So next, in the long term, so I do see him being very intensely involved and wanting to be on top of everything that she's doing. And in the long term, ooh, I get Seven of Wands reversed, which is interesting because that's what I had in the bottom of the deck with her card with Shivon. And it's sort of always having to defend yourself upright. It's always having to defend yourself and being on top, being in charge, and like beating everyone else down, especially publicity with Wands. And again, Elon is so secretive. This could be like the newspapers, the New York Post, New York Times, Houston Chronicle, whatever newspapers, be constantly like beating him down, beating him away. Like, you see him at the gates of their private compound here. So I see reversed. Now it can be like an excess of constantly pushing away reporters and people wanting to do stories, and people trying to find out more, and videos and pictures and whatnot. More and more people getting exposing it. So I do see that being a problem, or part of the struggles that they'll be dealing with going forward. And it could also be from his perspective, dealing with just in general, everything going on, trying to be on top of everything. And this could mean that he fails to be on top of everything. He may have this fantasy of having all these children around, and wives, or women around a compound, and then he realized that he took on more than he can chew. He might think that he could be on top of it and manage it, But in reality, he's going to get overwhelmed. So this can be about being overwhelmed and being too unrealistic, in your expectations. This because the high priestess is about your dreams, your fantasies, and reverse can mean like your dreams and fantasies are just way too out there and dangerous and just out of control and going to create a nightmare that you can't just fix overnight, right? So I do think that Shivon recognizes this, and I think so does Elon a bit. And I don't think it's going to be an easy. I think it'll be a good relationship from a practical business standpoint, but I think that it's obviously I'm not getting any cups. I'm not getting any real affection. I mean, I get cups down here for what he doesn't want. He doesn't want that intimacy. He doesn't want to be um, that close, or it's not there. There's no chemistry there for that. There's no real bond there. But they are good business co-workers, so that's what they've got going, and it looks like that's how it will go. Um, yeah, she's very intelligent, so he defers to her because I get a lot of swords from her point for her ideas and her intellect. So that will help him, that she's has knows how to organize, strategize, and has good ideas. And I think that he probably needs her for when he's struggling with the situation, this particular personal situation of the kids and whatnot. Um, but again, I'm not getting any real love or passion or anything of that nature going on. It looks just business, and it also looks a bit out of control and crazy with the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the High Priestess reversed. While she's very intense, this relationship, works for them. I think from Elon's point of view, it's going to get crazy and out of control more than he expected. And that's why I think that in the end, he's going to realize he probably this may have been just a big mistake to, to begin with. He'll realize, I think, so we'll see what happens. I don't see it lasting, turning into Romeo and Juliet or anything. And of course, Grimes is not going to support it because nothing but unsupportive just towards this relationship, understandably so. So yeah, so there you have it. So not going to go well. Obviously, not going to turn into a love story, but but I don't think either of them ever expected that. But I don't think and or want that. So that's it is what it is, a business arrangement, and that's all it will ever be. But it looks like as time goes on, it's it's going to go well for a while. They're gonna they work well together. They almost too much. You're working together in the office and then working together raising kids. I think that it's in the long term with the Five of Swords from her end and the Seven of Wands from his as the long term card. That's difficult, challenges, headaches, nastiness, threats, possibly because he is in politics now. So their safety would be of a concern as well, and their children. It just looks like it's going to get worse and worse as time goes on. I don't think it's going to be a happily ever after at Elon Musk's compound. I don't think it's going to be that way at all. I think it's going to be more and more problems and headaches and possible regrets in the end. So there you have it. That's what I see for the relationship of Elon Musk with Shivon Zilis. I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for readings that you would like to see, please leave a comment below. All right, take care. Bye bye.